Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's good, Wilbur D. Rowe Shamrocks?
It's great to get back into the routine of weekly Shamrock News episodes.
Yeah, I finally know what day it is because I'm excited for Wednesdays.
I'm Fallon, aka Sketch.
And I'm Dylan, aka D-Money.
And I'm Kern, aka Food Vacuum.
We're going to start things off by meeting some of the new staff members at Rowe Middle School.
Every year at Rowe Middle School, we get new staff members working at good old Wilbur D.
We want you to know who these staff members are.
And we'd also like for you to know a little something about the new staff members.
So in their own words, we'd like to introduce our newest Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School teachers, administrators, and instructional assistants.
Let's welcome them to our one big team.
Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Ritu Agarwal. I'm joining Rowe Middle School as Math 7th grade teacher. The pronouns I use are she, her, hers. I'm very excited to be the part of Rowe Middle School. During my free time, I love to go hiking and spend a lot of time with my daughter.
Hola, yo soy Senior Crockett. My pronouns are he and him. In my free time, I like to hang out with my little conejito.
What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Cape. I teach 7th and 8th grade health, and my pronouns are he, him, his. My favorite place I've ever traveled to, I'd have to say, is Colombia. It's the only South American country I've been to so far, but I'm hoping to see more in the near future. Other than that, I'm really excited to be part of this team.
What's up, y'all? My name's Miss Pope. I go by she, her, and hers pronouns. Some of my hobbies include spending every waking moment thinking about food and what I can eat or make next, Pinteresting DIY projects that I never really end up doing, and binge watching Netflix.
Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Prio, or Mr. P. I am a new student teacher in social studies in Mr. Slack's class. I use he, him pronouns. And one interesting thing about me is earlier this year, I got to spend some time traveling around Asia. And in Thailand, I got to play with a pet raccoon. Check it out.
Hi, I am Miss Holtgraves, also Miss H, and I will be teaching in the SLCA. I go by her, hers, and she. A little something about me is I'm an avid backpacker, hiker, and I still am working on the PCT, which is the Pacific Crest Trail, and I've done several hundred miles of it, and I continue to do it each year. And if you'd love to come talk to me about backpacking and hiking, that is a fabulous way to start a conversation. Excited to be a part of Rowe and to get to know all of you.
Hey students, it's Mr. Z, Mr. Zarazef, school principal. It's a beautiful day outside, so I had to come outside and do this. I just want to check in, say hi. You're doing an amazing job with distance learning. I can't say enough good things about how well you're doing, so thank you. I was asked to share something random about myself, or something you might not know, and the first thing that came to mind is that when I was younger, I started a Pez collection, Pez candy, and It turns out once you tell people that you're starting a collection, you just get all sorts of people who are wanting to contribute to that collection. So I had over 100 Pez dispensers with all the Simpsons characters and Disney characters and Star Wars and all sorts of stuff. So kind of a quirky collection I had for a while. I don't collect them anymore, but just something random about me. I hope you're all doing great, taking care of yourself, taking care of each other. Let's make this a great year. Take care.
To showcase the many talented artists, authors, photographers, musicians, and creators, we're putting together a Rowe Zine. Find out how you can contribute.
Are you a poet?
Turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart, the sinner cannot hold.
An artist? A photographer? A songwriter?
Somebody once told me.
Would you like to showcase your talents for the rest of your community?
Would you like the opportunity to become a published artist?
Then you're in luck because we're bringing back the Rowe Zine.
The Rowe Zine is a digital magazine that we publish every 2 months.
We'll be asking you and your teachers for the best autumnal poetry, essays, stories, paintings, pictures, graphic design, song lyrics, photos, and more.
If you want to participate but don't have the inspiration at the moment, don't worry.
Next week we'll be releasing a special zine prompts that can direct your writing or sketching.
We'll be accepting submissions until Friday, October 23rd.
Once you have your piece of art, send it to rowzine@gmail.com.
We'll release a digital copy of the zine on Friday, October 30th.
If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at rowzine@gmail.com.
Let's start the art, Shamrocks!
Anywhere you go, anywhere you look, you can find me on the low with my nose in a book, turning through the pages, reading through the script, about to hit a million words. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit. Said it's lit, 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 lit. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit.
Hello there. Welcome to the first It's Lit segment of the school year. I'm Helen, and the book I'm going to be telling you about today is Wildwood. The author is Colin Meloy. Hopefully I said that right. The genre is, I guess, it's fantasy. A short summary of the novel is Prue and her friend Curtis have to go explore the impassable wilderness after Prue's little brother is stolen away by a murder of crows. It's a good start to a book. I would recommend this book to people who like more current fantasy, also known as fantasy books set in the modern world. It's a pretty easy read despite looking long. Big print time. Why did I like the book so much? It's a fun book, and the start of the story is her little brother getting kidnapped by crows, and I don't know a much better start to a story than that. The book is also set in Portland, so it's nice knowing where the book is. You can just read the first one, but there is also 2 more in the series. Second book, third book. Bye. Please let me stop. Where did it go? There. Bye.
Speaking of art, if you'd like to have Miss Jones showcase any of the art you made this summer, send it her way.
We know that we have a lot of artists at Rowe Middle School.
And a lot of those students spent the summer handling social distancing and quarantine guidelines
by making amazing art.
And our awesome art teacher, Miss Jones, wants to showcase that art on Shamrock News.
She's collecting art from all Rowe students that wish to send it.
She'll be compiling the art into a video to feature on the Shamrock News.
And with your permission, we'll also use your art in the October edition of Rowe Zine.
So if you want to participate, here's what you need to do.
First, take a picture of your art.
When taking your photo, try to take it straight on to avoid any awkward angles or distortions.
Also, be mindful of the lighting.
You need light to fully capture your art piece.
Best lighting is on a cloudy day.
This will prevent any harsh or uneven lighting, and it will keep your image from yellowing.
Once you have a great picture of your art, send it to Mrs. Jones at jonesw@nclac.k12.or.us.
Please submit your photos by Friday, October 2nd.
Then we'll showcase these photos of your artwork on the Shamrock News.
Need a little bit of inspiration? Then check out our Clover Quote of the Week.
We're going to need some inspiration this year.
Yeah, we are. So every week, the Shamrock News will be presenting our Clover Quote of the Week.
This week's quote comes from Cesar Chavez, who is an American labor leader, community organizer, businessman, and Latino-American civil rights activist.
Cesar Chavez once said, "You are never strong enough that you don't need help."
And we want to remind ourselves that it's okay to ask for help.
So whether you need help finding a book to read,
or figure out how to log into your Google Classroom,
Or just needing somebody to talk to about things happening in life.
everybody needs to ask for help at some point, so don't feel bad if you're asking for help right now.
Once again, our Clover Quote of the Week comes from Cesar Chavez, who once said,
"You're never strong enough that you don't need help."
There's a misconception that all people who speak Spanish eat burritos and enchiladas. And while there's definitely a place in Latin American cuisine for those dishes, the beauty of Latin American cuisine is the diversity each nationality brings to the table. Latin America covers a region that includes South and Central America, Mexico, and the Caribbean. Recipes and techniques vary from region to region, but one thing is for certain: the food is robust, flavorful, and always innovative. Latin American cuisine pulls from a colorful cultural history and uses ingredients ranging from potatoes, corn, and other native crops to imported African meat stews, sausages, and seasonings. There are endless traditional and popular dishes to explore.
A dish that me and my family really enjoy is birria. It's meat with sauce. I don't know why, but some people would say that it's like really spicy, and I have no idea why, but it's honestly like really, really good. If you guys get the chance to try it. You won't regret it. It's like really good.
My family really enjoys enchiladas. Enchiladas de pollo, chicken enchiladas. But I grew up loving pupusas and pastelitos, which are mainly a Salvadorian dish. And anyways, I really enjoy them, and I still enjoy them now.
A cultural dish that my family enjoys is mole. It's this spicy chocolate sauce. Sounds weird, but seriously, when I was a kid, I would ask for that every year for my birthday.
A cultural dish that my family enjoys are tamales.
The one thing that you cannot go without is carne asada. There is always carne asada.
Something that reminds me about my Latino cuisine or culture, what I grew up with, like staples around the house, queso fresco, pan dulce, we cook with a lot of different kind of chiles.
I associate beans and rice with important ingredients in my culture, but actually probably the most important one is maize or corn. We use that to make tortillas, tamales, all sorts of delicious food.
Ingredient that my family associates with the most is chile / like salsa.
A food tradition that we have in my family is making tamales for the holidays. It takes an army to get those tamales together, so we'll all stand around the kitchen and everyone has a role, and so you might be the person in charge of spreading the masa, or you might get to put the filling in, but it's fun because everyone's involved and then we all get to enjoy them on Christmas.
And a tradition that we have is that during almost every Christmas, even back when I was like extremely little, is that we make tamales for Christmas. And if I had to associate an ingredient with my culture, it'd be consommé, which is a bunch of seasonings basically put together. And we use it on everything. It's great.
This month, we're going to be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And if you'd like to participate, we'd love for you to join us.
October 7th, we'll be highlighting music and dances.
October 14th, we'll be discussing our pride in our culture with families and friends.
October 21st, we'll be showcasing the language.
On October 28th, we'll be breaking down El Día de los Muertos. And throughout November, we're going to share folklores and tales. And if you'd like to participate, please contact Mr. Dix at dixl@nclac.k12.or.us.
The Boys and Girls Club will be hosting a comprehensive distance learning after school program. Here's how to find out more information on what it looks like.
Hey Rowe Shamrocks! We want to officially invite you to our Boys and Girls Club Fall 2020 virtual after-school program.
After-school programs will run Monday through Friday during the fall of 2020 and will be hosted on Google Meets following the regularly scheduled comprehensive distance learning school day.
Join us for fun, games, and activities all week.
Students will have opportunities to socialize,
go live with other students,
engage in community building activities,
and plan school-wide virtual events that showcase their talent and hard work.
We will also have live CDL help sessions for students and families who get assistance with technical issues and applied learning assignments.
Every Friday we will host a fun virtual family event. We hope to see you all there.
If you are interested in helping decide which activities and clubs will be offered, go to the Boys and Girls Club link posted in the Rowe website.
This Boys and Girls Club website will take you to a Google Meets link that will go live right before the session starts at 4:15.
So if you want to go live with the Boys and Girls Club this week,
join us on Thursday, October 1st at 4:15 using the link posted on the Boys and Girls Club website.
You can get the website via our social media platforms.
See you there!
Have no fear, our readers.
Even though we don't have access to Accelerated Reader during online school,
and we don't currently have access to our Rowe library,
rest assured that your language arts teachers are still trying to find ways to get books into your hands.
Or into your ears.
and for those of you enthusiastic readers who can't get enough,
we're going to continue our 1 million word club.
That's a club for students who've read 1 million words or more throughout the school year.
We'll have information in the future on how to determine how many words you've read.
and how to notify us once you've reached your goal.
Happy readings, Rowe readers.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
There's a lot of depressing news in the world right now. Sometimes it can weigh you down, which is exactly why we started a new segment called Well That's Awesome, where we talk about awesome things happening in this world.
Do you remember back in 2016 when everyone was dumping buckets of ice water on their heads?
Shit cookie jar challenge, but me accept. So, without further ado, here me go. Okay. Oh!
Everyone from celebrities to the people in our neighborhood felt themselves as a part of the challenge.
But do you remember what it was for? The purpose of the challenge was to raise awareness and money for the ALS research.
ALS is a disease for which there is currently no cure. The disease attacks your nervous system and your muscles until you can't move anymore. Stephen Hawking, the famous physicist, was someone who lived with ALS for over 50 years. Recently, new studies and experiments may have found a treatment that reduces the effects of it.
The medicine used lessened the effect of ALS by 25%, which could be the difference between needing assistance or doing an activity on your own. The ALS researchers are saying none of this would be possible if it weren't for the Ice Bucket Challenge. The challenge raised awareness for ALS and raised over $200 million that went towards research. Because of all the people posting videos of themselves on social medias with them getting soaked in ice water, ALS patients have maybe be able to slow the effects of the disease. And to that we say, that's awesome.
Oh my God.
And if that didn't cheer you up, we have pets!
Last week during our Shamrock News brainstorming session,
we talked about how some of the information we have this year might be kind of heavy.
And how every now and then we're just going to want something unproblematic and fun.
so we decided to start a segment called Your Daily Dose of Pets. No, it's not daily, it's weekly, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the title.
That's right, we want pictures and videos of your pets.
Send us pictures and videos of y'all's dogs.
Be a princess girl.
We want to see your cats.
And your chickens.
And your hamsters.
And parakeets.
And your ferrets.
And your little brothers.
No, I know our little brothers and sisters can be animals sometimes, but let's just stick to pets.
Okay, fine, I guess.
If you want to share your pet or pets with us, send a photo or video to Mr. Dix at dixl@nclac.k12.or.us.
Put your daily dose of pets in the subject line.
And then tell us a little bit about your pet.
We'll then feature your pet on the Shamrock News.
Help brighten our days at Rowe.
Thursday, October 1st is 8th grade pickup day after school at Rowe Middle School.
On Thursday, October 1st, Rowe Middle School will be holding a kitchen sink pickup event. This event will replace the 8th grade pickup event that got canceled due to bad air quality. During these 2 hours, students will be able to pick up their instruments, and students that ordered a yearbook last year that have yet to receive it can also go pick up that yearbook. We will also have free school supplies until we run out. 6th graders that also haven't picked up their One Big Team t-shirt can go pick up that t-shirt. 8th grade teachers and staff members will also be there cheering and adhering to strict social distancing. So come out and grab whatever you need, or just wave hello and stay in the car. Remember, it's important to wear a mask during this event.
De Rowe. Hoy vamos a cocinar unos ricos taquitos mexicanos.
To make your taquitos, you're going to need a couple different parts. You're going to need some potatoes that are boiled for your filling. You're going to need tortillas, obviously. And then we're going to be making a salsa, so you're going to need some tomato, a jalapeno. Depending how spicy you want it, you can put a couple more of these. And then we'll put some queso fresco on top, some sour cream, if you want, lettuce or cabbage, and salt to taste. ¿Qué es el primer paso, Mom?
El primer paso vamos a machucar las papas.
So the first step is going to be to mash up your potatoes.
Y vamos a ponerle sal al gusto.
And you're going to add some salt to taste.
Y luego vamos a poner las tortillas en el microondas para que se suavicen.
So you're going to make our tortillas a little soft, so we're going to put them in the microwave for a little bit.
Para que se suavicen las tortillas. Lo importante de la cocina mexicana es cocinar en familia. Es muy importante porque así compartimos todos los sabores de la comida mexicana. ¿Vieron listas las tortillas? Ahora vamos a enrollar los taquitos con cuidado porque están calientes.
So now that the tortillas are ready, we're going to roll up our taquitos, but be careful because the tortillas are hot.
Mimi, pásame un plato por favor.
That's my cue.
Ahora vamos a poner la cazuela con el aceite. Para empezar a dorar los taquitos.
So she says now we're going to turn on our stove and we're going to put some oil in our pan so we can fry up our taquitos.
Vamos a poner los taquitos. Para que no se le salga la papa, vamos a poner donde termine la terminación boca acá abajo, hacia abajo, para que la papa no se salga.
So now we're going to be putting our taquitos in the pan, but we don't want the filling to come out, so we're going to put them into the pan with the tortilla full side down.
Aquí voy a poner a hervir los jitomates con el chile para preparar la salsa en lo que están listos los taquitos. Aquí pusimos los chiles, los jitomates y cebolla para la salsa.
So here we put some tomato, the peppers, and some onion for the salsa. We boiled them.
Yo soy de Michoacán. En Michoacán tenemos diferentes platillos muy deliciosos.
So while my mom is frying up those taquitos, it's my turn to work on making the toppings that are going to go on top of our taquitos. So you can do any toppings that you want, but the really popular ones are to do cheese of some sort, sour cream, tomato, and lettuce. And some people will do cabbage instead, but in my family we like to do some lettuce. And then my mom's working on the salsa that's going to get drizzled on top too. So I'm going to be chopping up our lettuce. And as a kid, I was always put in charge of chopping up the vegetables because it was the safe thing to do. You know, I wouldn't have to worry about getting, burning myself or anything like that. And nowadays, I'm so happy that my parents had me do this because now when I do my own cooking at home, I know how to chop. So it's always fun to work with your mom and your family at home while you're in the kitchen so that they'll tell you stories and, you get to know a little bit more about where you came from.
Ahora vamos a moler la salsa que van a llevar los taquitos.
So now she's going to blend the vegetables that are going to make the salsa. And if you notice the way she puts salt in, she just kind of eyeballs it because she's been making this salsa for a lot of times in her life. Dad? Papi? Ya, ahora sí ya.
Ahora vamos a preparar los taquitos con todo lo que necesitamos.
So So now we're gonna put all of our toppings on top of the taquitos.
Lechuga.
Lettuce.
Jitomate.
Putting some tomato slices.
Queso.
Cheese. Usually we shred that up, but my mom knows I like a lot of cheese on mine. Mucho queso, Mom.
Entre más queso, más rico.
She says the more cheese,
and
better
salsa.
tasting. And salsa.
Miren qué delicioso.
So look how delicious.
Vamos a ponerle cremita.
So we can put a little bit of sour cream on top.
Ok. Provecho.
Provecho.
Yo les aconsejo que hagan un tipo de platillo de estos en su casa con la familia. Esto nos une más. Feliz mes de la hispanidad.
Says Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. My turn. These tacos are seriously so delicious. I said tacos, we call them taquitos because they're supposed to be like little tacos. But honestly, it was just so much fun to get to make this video with my mom and share these memories. And I hope that you make some with your family too. Enjoy.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Stay safe and healthy out there.
We leave you with Shamrock shoutouts. Peace.
Do you have someone at Rowe Middle School you'd like to show some love?
Got someone you like to thank for helping you out or being there for you?
Maybe there's somebody you'd just like to say hi to.
Then give a Shamrock shout out.
We'll finish our episodes of the Shamrock News with Shamrock shoutouts.
You just need to film yourself saying your name, the person you'd like to shout out, and why you want to shout them out.
We'll finish the episodes of our Shamrock News with Shamrock shoutouts to our teachers, staff members, students, and family members, or anybody else on our one big team.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn, and I would like to have a Shamrock shout out to Mr. Stevenson, my 6th grade teacher. He's been really supportive, and so far, not to be rude or anything, he's been my favorite teacher. So, thank you.
For example, I'm going to give a Shamrock shout out to Mr. Kavanaugh, who was my 6th grade math and science teacher.
Then email that video to Mr. Dix.
You can also upload it to your Google Drive and share it with them.
Then we will throw our Shamrock shoutouts into the upcoming episode of the Shamrock News.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to give a Shamrock shout out to Rowe Middle School, to all of the families, the parents, the students, the teachers, the staff. Everybody involved has been doing an amazing job throughout this pandemic, throughout this summer, and getting school started again, even in the midst of this hazardous air quality. So well done, Rowe. Woo!
Hi, my name is Jaden Strickmaker, and I'd like to give a Shamrock shout out to all of my teachers for helping me out when I need it.
Hi, this is Landon Owens. I want to give a Shamrock shout out to Kamari Harris because he's my homie, and I've known him since 4th grade. He's the homie.
Hi, I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Clark.
Hi, it's Miss G. My shout out is for Mr. Bolton because I really enjoy teaching with you, and I think that you have great perspectives and I learn a lot from you, and you're really thoughtful in thinking about our students. So thank you, Mr. Bolton, for being so dope.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I would like to give a Shamrock shout out to Miss Stone. I find it really awesome that she's able to not only meet the needs of her class and like supply us with music and make sure that we're all okay, but she's also going through a tough time due to the wildfires, and I think it's really awesome that she is able to like make us feel like we're valued. Thank you, Miss Stone, for being awesome. Don't ever lose your kind spirit.